What's up, y'all world? We back at it again. It's your boy J Divine, Bangladesh, Big Dash. We back with y'all with another episode, Divine Intervention A.N.T. And with a big surprise, we got the ambassador. The reason why we even came up with the name A.N.T., you know what I'm talking about? My carbon copy, I'm his carbon copy if you want to go by the like the Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant essence of it all. But the person that I really monarch my life off of, he done gave me the guidance and gave me the game and gave me a whole lot of knots and shame to my head. But hey, we be there sometimes. You just got to get through it. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
But
what you talking about?
It's with big pleasure and really, I really appreciate this moment of bringing my own brother to the stage. And we got none other than Ant Breezy, A.N.T. himself.
Yes, sir.
What it do, man?
Big bro.
What's up with y'all, man? Appreciate y'all putting me on the show, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you coming on, man.
I ain't nothing but love over here. What's happening?
As you can see, I'm always got a damn do-rag on. Just so he put his damn do-rag on today.
Because I told you, I ain't got no haircut.
Y'all damn so brothers, boy.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no haircut. You know, this ain't even me.
Man, with that being said, man, how I feel for you to be on a podcast really made up off of you.
You know me, man. I don't like them accolades and all the pats on the back. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know that I had a hell of an influence on you. You know what I'm saying? And for you to come up with an acronym for A.N.T., that's something I wouldn't have done. It just would have been Ant, my name. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
For real. All the guidance you gave me, it was timeless. It just me building something that I can battle with myself, because I got them Gemini ties.
Yeah, we taught it.
Right.
See that?
Let me deal with this man. But
like I say, I didn't call this man many times since I've been gone from home, but the energy that he's blessed me with, it feel like his presence is always surrounding me. So the people that I run into remind me a lot. Y'all might not have all the qualities, but I have similar qualities or thought processes at times that remind me of my brother. And I know, like, oh damn, I gotta tap in, or I gotta check in. Let me tell you about what was said today or something like this, and it give me a different view on life. Mm-hmm. So I know my brother always constantly looking out for me. Yeah. So that's why I really be like, damn, ain't nothing timeless, because see, the blessings like that, they don't come around too often.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why we stamp A.N.T. with it, because if it wasn't no A.N.T., it'd probably be no me. So that's what it is.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it, man. It made me feel warm and tingly and all that other shit people say. You know what I'm saying? That good positive shit people say all the time.
Yeah, bro.
You're doing good.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Man, tell me what it was like growing up with this knucklehead, man.
Man, say, where do I fucking begin?
Yeah, man.
Okay, go out to
1992, June 14th. It was a dark and dreary night. The winds was just sucking with you. Keith, I ain't gonna lie. Keith always was one of them kids. I tell him this story all the time. I put this story out there. We would get whoopings and shit, right? Mm-hmm. And how you get a whooping, you don't want to talk to your mama because she just whooped your ass.
Right.
This nigga get a whooping, he right back in there talking to mama. I'm like, say, bro, you ain't supposed to be talking to her right now. We got attitudes right now. He right back in there having fun, hugging on. I ain't trying to talk to mom for another 2 weeks. He was one of them people, but he made me realize, like, okay, you can't stay mad at one thing forever. More than likely, you got to whoop because of something we done. You know what I'm saying? So coming up with Keith, man, it was always something. This nigga would take the pots out the kitchen and put them in the living room. He had a whole drum set. Mama can't make grits and eggs because he beating on the pots and skittles. He making the noise with his mouth while making the noise.
What, man?
Hey, man. I got a lot of stories, man. That time I let him hang on the basketball goal, he wanted to jump. I had it on 10 feet. I said, hold on tight. He said, I'm ready. I let that thing go up. Keith did about 20 backflips. Bam! He popped up. I got a whooping for that. Say, man.
He talking about a whooping, but that goddamn pizza burn on my mouth. That shit stuck forever.
You had to be the test dummy to a lot of stuff.
Also, the test dummy. I'm glad. So it was this day, right? We was outside, sunny day. I think it was like a couple days after my birthday. Matter of fact, I told Yaz, man, you might want to just stick to the training wheels because your daddy sucked and teach you how to ride a bike. I'm riding the bike. This nigga's supposed to walk with me to the least the how niggas walk up the street with you.
Right.
This nigga's supposed to walk with me to the mailbox. The nigga didn't even last to the mailbox.
You got to let them know. You got to have faith. That's what the Bible say. Go on, ye little faith, or some shit like that. You got to go. You know what I'm saying? He looking back, worried about where I'm at. This nigga fall down. Tooth go through his lip. He crying. You got to be tough. You can't cry all the time, man. I tell a nigga that to this day. Nigga couldn't let me survive to the mailbox. This nigga, and then you know how you guide the bike off. Yeah. This nigga pushes the bike. You gotta go. That's more minimum. You gotta get that. Your more minimum. That's how you go. You stay up.
More minimum.
Right. Hey man, I'm trying to.
All this shit tore up. I'm surprised I still be able to have a beard to this day. This man, and he laughing. Him and my mom, no, not just him and my mama laughing.
You gotta be tough, man.
I let him go.
Hey Jack, it's a lot of stories, man. It's a whole bunch.
Oh no! Since you want to get on me, tell them about that time you rode that go-kart up on the mama car.
This podcast, this ain't called the A.N.T podcast. This is called A.N.T. Divine Intervention. This is not for me.
Nah, it was a divine intervention when you met that car.
Bro. He said, "Tell me some stories about Keith." This ain't stories about Anthony. When I start my podcast, you can tell them stories. See, then we got all the stories about you.
We gonna transition.
Yeah, I got you.
So tell me, man, like, you know what I mean, growing up, you know, you being, you know, a Texas boy, man, like, right. What was it like growing up with you and you know, in your early, you know, childhood, going up to the adolescence and becoming the man that you are now, man? Like,
man. Coming up in Texas, man, it was a lot of, it's pretty much like anywhere else, you know what I'm saying? Single mom, you know, at times, you know, she did get married a couple times, but each one of those marriages, I learned a lot. And once we got to about 15, 16, it was really me, my mama, and Keith, because my sister, she had moved out already.
Right.
So at that point, it was like either sink or swim, you know what I'm saying? So I started working at Six Flags when I was like 15, about to be 16. And I told Keith, I came in there and said, hey, no more chili bowls and no more Payless shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's and that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? All through high school, even after high school, working at Jason Deli, I worked there to this day. It was always, you know, get Keith school clothes. You know what I'm saying? Mom didn't have to do shit. I mean, she still bought him stuff, but it was mainly the shit that he wanted. I was gonna get, you know, like you remember Gino Green used to have them G's and shit on the sleeve?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All of that.
Yeah, he had all that.
He even passed down the Vizus, all that.
All
that.
Vizus?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you about something that I'm gonna tell you about a moment that really mean a lot to me. You remember when we stayed over there on Turbat, Live 2000 on a PlayStation 1?
Yeah.
So this was when he was 15. He was playing ball then. Mr. Sir Shoot a lot. My brother come home with 5 letters. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but he had just started working at Six Flags. And with us, we used to watch. Our shit was college basketball, March Madness. We used to fuck with TJ Ford and
Royale
all them. This nigga got a letter from Texas Tech for basketball. I'm like, this nigga finna go play with Bobby Knight. First thing this nigga say, I ain't finna play with no motherfucking Bobby White. That nigga yell at me, I'm gonna punch him in his mouth.
I had anger issues, man. You know, I had anger issues. I wasn't finna take it. And then kick chairs and throw chairs and
oh man,
I ain't have time for that, man.
But to see him from basketball to start working, and he ain't lying. From the first job he ever had, his first tech, he really spent that shit on me to make sure I had the school clothes together, make sure we wasn't shopping at Payless no more. And my mama started giving us my mama started giving us chili bowl cuts.
I'm talking about fresh chili bowls Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? No time.
Gotta go to school.
Fresh.
Gotta go to school.
And she didn't cut the top. She left the hair up there. She was
no, bro.
All the way around, bro. Say, you know how many times I had fights in-house because niggas was hot me, bro? I walk down the hallway, niggas say, chili bowl. Say, bro. We got to talk about that, for real.
Right.
For real.
But them lessons right there, and just growing up like that, it really made me be the dad that I am today to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, Keith was the test dummy to what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? And my daughter taught me how to be a very selfless person because I am very selfish. You know what I'm saying? But to think about someone else before I put my own needs and wants first, that started with Keith as a young man. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I could really tip my hat to him for, because without that, I'd probably be a deadbeat or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Keith, man. With a C.
Straight up. Whatever.
With that, so knowing both of our situations, as far as the fatherhood that was missing, you know what I'm saying? Tell us about how what you seen or what you saw as a young man to create this amazing father that you are. Because shit, you didn't have all the answers when you was raising me, but you made that shit look so good. How you do that?
I still don't got the answers now, to be honest. I be trying to copy out somebody else, baby. But when it comes to that, I don't know. When I see other people's mistakes, man, I just look at it, analyze it, then I just try to put it in my own interpretation. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know, my dad wasn't there, but what he didn't give to me, I tried to give to Keith, and then I give to my daughter as well. So to me, that's the biggest accomplishment I could do, is knowing that I did better than what he did. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say.
For sure. That's what's up. Dang. How does it feel having your little brother start something in your name? Honestly.
I mean, like I said, it was an accomplishment. You know what I mean? Not an accomplishment, but what's that shit called?
Yeah.
I said it before we started. Accolades and all that shit. Yeah. You know, I ain't used to that. You know what I'm saying? So for you to take the time out and say, I'm going to name this after my brother, I'm like, okay. Like I said, I would have never came up with no acronym for A.N.T. It just would have been A.N.T. Don't stand for nothing, just A.N.T.
The funny thing is, when we used to go to our auntie house, she stayed over in Forest Hill. Yeah. It was this building that we always passed on 20, and it had ACF on the building.
Oh yeah, he's still over there to this day.
See, he used to always point over there. He'd be like, "Keith, this is gonna be my business." So, how y'all get these creative ideas and shit when we just be riding? It be because of this nigga. Because every time we in the car, he don't turn his music down for anybody. But when something ping in his head or some shit like that, he be like, "Hey, listen to this." So that's what put the battery in my back to be like, you know what I'm saying? When I ride, I think, or if I come out with all these crazy ass ideas, I call him first because it reminds me of all the shit that he taught me as a child.
Just like the attack force, the Payless shit. I used to tell people that stood for Anthony Franklin with the AF on there. Till a nigga brought the Payless paper to school, said, "Nigga, them attack force." We had to fight about that. You know, you got to come up with something on the spot.
See that? Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope, bro. Man, so, bro, you got to tell me, bro, because this man here be saying some stuff,
right?
And he'll tell me like, I got that from my brother. He be having some sayings, bro. So like, bro, where you be getting all these like highly quoted, you know what I mean, like sayings from, bro? Because like he be saying it, he'll say it, and he be like, bro, I got that from my brother. I'll be like, bro, that shit need to be put on a t-shirt, bro. You know what I mean? Like, so tell us, bro, where you get your knowledge and like, you know, your game, bro. Like,
A lot of times it's just from just hearing, other men conversate. You know what I'm saying? And then you just put it to your own perspective. And just being from here, we always rhyming and shit. So, sometimes I just say some shit that rhyme. Yeah. He be like, oh, that shit was hard. I'm like, I didn't say nothing. He like, say it again. I'm finna write this down. I'm like, okay. But it got meaning to it. It ain't like I'm being funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm really telling the truth. Like, that's how I feel about it. And he'll write it down. Half the stuff I can't even remember what he done wrote down. Yeah. Or what he do remember.
We have the quotes here and the good text this notepad. A.N.T talk. And I told y'all when we was on the Anchor, we'll have these sessions of A.N.T talk, but we got a couple, like how we was talking the other day. Go sell you some cool cups with 2 Ks, but go sell you some cool cups. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna get to that a little bit later. But I have some more that I really want y'all to hear coming from the source's mouth right now. If I can find it in my notepad real quick. Ask the nigga some more questions.
Yeah. Hey, don't let him run you. Don't let him push you around.
No, he good. No, man. But yeah, because like, bro, a lot of our topics come from you, bro. Like, because he'll call me or text me like, bro, I just talked to my brother and he said this, boom, boom, boom. What you think about it? I said, bro, let's run it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, yeah, bro, a lot of what you tell him, a lot of these topics we have come from you. So yeah, we owe you a lot. If we blow up, we do owe you a lot, bro. Cause
hey, man, just send me a shirt, bro. That's all.
Let's see your shirt. No, man, but yeah, bro. Hey, real question though, Mama D.
Right.
Mama D, cause Mama D is pretty much like my mama now. So like, bro, tell me what it was like, bro, being in Mama D house and just, you know what I'm saying, growing up with him and your other siblings and like how she raised y'all, bro. Like, I need to hear this.
My mama, she ain't gonna acknowledge because she got grandkids now and she wasn't this mama, but she was a ninja. I'm finna break this down. Let's say we all did something within a week's time, right? Monday through Friday. We all did something. She'll let everybody get in the shower, in the tub. You know your skin be tender, right?
Yeah.
We get in the bed about 9:30. You know how you like in second gear finna go to sleep. Like you ain't sleep, but you sleep.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
She coming there with that stick. She had this powder, it came off her bed. So you know it didn't bend. And it was kind of wild, so I don't know how she moved that thing so fast. She come in there with them lights, and you know when the light come on, your eyes don't open, but you know the light on. She turned my ass up, she turned Keith's ass up, cut the light off, be right back in the bed. By the time you come in the hallway, you crying. She looking at you like, what the hell you crying for? Don't make me get up here and whoop your ass. Like, mama, you just did. She was a ninja. Real. Keith, no. Say, bro. I'm talking about if you seen the board by your door,
it's over.
You getting a whoop. If the house clean, you come home, she clean it up, you getting a whoop.
You're not lying. If you
getting a whoop. I know for sure I'm getting a whoop because the teacher done called. So I already know.
And the funny thing is when I got to, because there was a point where I was golden. That nigga used to get mad at me because I ain't get no whoopings, right? I was that beginning stages, I was golden. All I gotta do is just go chill. Right. This nigga get in trouble and I get a whooping. I'm like, what did I do?
Hey man, you gotta get some of this press out of me.
What I do? Now when we get to a real deal, so we over in Fallbrook, right? We are Fallbrook. I don't remember what I did, but he told me something. So I run in there in the room and throw his speaker down. Because we had he had this new stereo set, house speakers, right? I throw his speaker down. This is the craziest moment of my life. He coming there, he was mad as hell. Usually he'll beat me up, punch on me or something. He goes and get the belt. My stepdad just not coming in the house, right? Yeah. This nigga in there whooping my ass. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm confused. I don't want to go outside no more. I don't want to play with nobody. My whole life is broken and shattered. This nigga whooped my ass. And my stepdad is sitting there laughing.
Hey man, you know, music is everything for me. If I ain't got no music, I really can't operate correctly. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was crazy. It's like moments like that.
Mess up shit, man.
That shit was funny as hell.
Oh man.
Talking about moments, plenty of them.
Yeah, man.
Plenty of them, for real. But back to this ant talk.
Yeah.
I done found the quotes. One that stand out is, you don't eat the fruit the day you plant the seed. How you come across that?
I think I was listening to Flea Lord up out of New York. And he was rapping, and there's one of the songs, and he was just like, you don't eat the fruit the day you plant the seed. And it stood out to me because that means you have to have patience with whatever you do. Whatever you do today, you might not see the results today. You might not see them tomorrow. But what you plant today, eventually it's gonna come around and you'll see it full circle. So that was one of the things that stood out. I even wrote that in there on one of my goal sheets, you know what I'm saying? Just with anything you do, the day you plant it, you might not see the results that same day.
For sure. Now, I'm glad we got the sources right here. We can explain all this shit. I ain't got to do it no more. But this is when I had the 300. I let the panoramic roof back. And he kept saying this. Everything under the sun is going to shine like it's supposed to. How you come across that?
I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one, bro.
How you come across
that? I don't even remember I said that. I must have been on the good one. That was some smooth shit right there.
But how everything under the sun is gonna shine like it's supposed to.
I mean, basically, that just means shit. You know, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're gonna always reach the reward. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much turmoil in your life, as long as you're doing right by yourself and doing right by other people, you're gonna always be blessed. That's pretty much what it is.
And you got another one. Handle your own candle, or handle your candle.
I got that from Zero. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to him talk. That means just, you know, be a man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta handle your own. You know, you ain't gonna always have somebody to help you, and you know, with a handout. Sometimes you gotta figure it out. No matter how hard it is, you gotta figure it out. Yeah. That's what handle your candle means.
Man. Bro, who is your influences, man? Cause like, you be having some shit. I'll be like, bro, who does this man be listening to, bro? Like
Zero,
man.
People thinking, you know, Zero on some sad stuff, but they listening to the wrong song. You know, I can listen to the album top to bottom and I can get something from it. You know, not just Zero. I mean, probably like a lot of Payroll, some Les, Big Crit, a lot of old school West Coast like Too Short, RBL Posse. You know, a whole bunch of old school rappers.
His favorite is Larry June right now. Don't let these people fool you.
Oh yeah, I fuck with June. You know, I fuck with June. He got the clap.
Also with that though, like he put me. If I wouldn't interviews, if I wasn't around him, my music would probably be like, I don't know. I fuck around listen to Run DMC and rock and roll all fucking day. This man really slowed me down and put me on to Zero, Trey. He showed me shit, Mr. Lucian, Mr. Pookie, Big Chief. All this shit like that. It's like it slowed me down and make me realize now, like, take your time, like really understand what's going on and what's around you. Yeah. But I really need him on camera to this day to acknowledge who really put him on Big Crit, who showed him that Glass House song the first time, who taught him about Crit. Man. I need that acknowledgement on the camera right now.
All right, man, you showed me about Crit. I give you that. That was that transitioning phase from, you know, niggas wasn't putting it in the stove. It was that YouTube era when YouTube was just starting to pop out. He put me on Crit.
Who created a 90%? So this is when we had KBP. I need him to tell the people in the world what KBP stood for and what I was doing in the living room, dropping these tapes every goddamn 3 to 4 days. What was going on?
Okay.
Hey, he was putting music on the CD or burning music, putting it on the CD, giving it to the Dr. Ride. He was trying to keep me up, you know, on the new shit at the time.
He was riding around everybody to this day know when you see a Vic and you see A.N.T. on the back, you know who shit they belong to. My biggest moment is when a nigga had the screen in the car and you see that KBP down there at the last line of the CD that's playing. What that KBP stand for?
Killing barbecue pigs. I don't know. Hell, I can tell you.
Yeah, I see where I get my sense of humor from.
Oh man, that's what
man.
it is, boy. Damn.
That's just you see though.
Yeah, I see that, bro. Nah, man. Damn, that shit fucked me up. killing barbecue pigs. Bro, how you like? Okay, you know you being, you know what I mean, big bruh and whatnot, and like, you know what I'm saying, you navigating through life and you trying to make sure KB is you know keeping his head on straight, bro. So like, how do you keep your mental, you know what I mean, clear and your heart pure, bro? Because like we could easily, you know what I mean, especially as black men, could easily like flip the script.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Under the pressure all the time.
Mm-hmm. So like, tell us like, how does, you know, how it work out for you, bro? Like, how did you know what I mean, keep yourself mentally sane and keep your heart pure, bro?
I mean, it's really, you know, we was raised up like that too. You know, in the church, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been in a long time, but just raised up in the church. And then my mama, you know, she stayed on to us, you know, just about being young men and presenting stuff the right way. And, you know, the way I deal with a lot of stuff is music. You know what I'm saying? I just ride sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And bend some corners and get it off my mind. Hell, I even talk to myself sometimes. People like, man, you talk to yourself? Like, yeah, because sometimes you got to hear your problem. You got to hear it out loud. And when you hear yourself saying that problem, you can hear it like, oh, shit, I'm acting stupid or I'm fucking up. Then you correct it. It's like a corrected behavior type of deal. You know what I'm saying? So don't think I'm crazy or nothing. Sometimes I just talk to myself. I talk to myself and I can figure it out. You know, I go through storms just like everybody else. I don't have all the answers. I ain't swayed. You know what I'm saying? But when I do, you know, got some enlightenment, especially when he comes to me with an issue or something, I try to give him the best answer possible for how I would deal with it. Because he gonna deal with it a totally different way. He gonna take it and flip it. I'm just gonna give it straight, no chase.
You will say that, but I got my way of meditating from him, which is washing the car. I swear to God, I didn't see this nigga spend down there 3 to 4 hours out there on that Vic. He started with the chrome polish. Shit, I look outside the window, and the chrome is blinded from the sunlight. I'm like, what did you put? Like every day, what you put on this? What you put on that? Like always. So seeing him do his meditation taught me how to do mine. So a lot of times when I get these ideas or when I get a chance to free my mind, I'm locked into where it's like, I gotta wash my car to free my mind from all the bullshit that be going on around me. Or I gotta take a ride and listen to my music and be like, hey, okay, I'm being creative now. All because of that, man. So I did what he's saying for it. Like all that shit is true. All it is true. So tell us about the major influence you had on me as far as like, I wouldn't be here right now maybe if you didn't give me that push like you did on the goddamn bicycle to get away from being at home all the time. What did you see in me to acknowledge me with, hey, you need to get out there and grow?
I mean, to be honest, nigga, I look up to you more than anything. I ain't gonna say you a friendly person, but you more of a people person than me. You know me, I ain't saying nothing to nobody.
Nah, this is true. This is true.
It could be a fine girl sitting next to me. She could be stern. If she don't say what's up, I'm gonna think something wrong with it. I'm gonna keep on pushing. She better talk and quit stirring before I get an attitude. You know what I'm saying? For real. But that was the one thing I saw in him. You know, he know how to bring people together. He know how to really change the atmosphere in the room. He is a people person, even though he tried not to be. It's just in him to be a people person. He can smooth talk anybody.
I swear that.
You know what I'm saying? He can smooth talk anybody. So that was one of the things I wanted him to get out here and really experience. He done went more places than me and my sister. You know what I'm saying? He done been overseas, across the water, all that. You know what I'm saying? I flew to Georgia last year for the first time ever being on a plane.
We even saying all goddamn day.
Yeah. I'm a Scorpio. I like that water. You know what I'm saying?
But that was big for me as well, to get him to come outside of Texas and see where I'm at. Yeah. And then to have this nigga relaxing in the sun, feet in the sand. That shit was smooth. That shit was player, man.
That was so.
That was what it was.
Yeah, man. So, bro, you know what I mean, now that y'all, you know, y'all grown men and whatnot, and you know what I mean, like y'all got y'all head on straight and y'all out of Mama D house, you know what I'm saying? Like what's the next step, man? Like I know, you raising your daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like is there anything you still, you know what I mean, want to knock off the list, you know what I mean, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like
I still want to go to New York. I mean, I don't have no outlandish bucket list. You know, I still want to go to New York, you know, just to go to Flight Club, get some shoes. Other than that, I just want to continue to raise my daughter right. You know, everything that I'm doing now is pretty much for her. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for me no more. Once you got kids, you at the bottom of the list. You know, it's all for them. So I'm trying to, you know, stay healthy. I got the life insurance kicked in just in case I do leave early. You know, a wise man always leaves an inheritance for his family or for his children. So that was one thing that stood out. So I had to make sure I had that. Other than that, man, just trying to be here and, you know, and just live. You know, that's it.
I'll take your ass to New York. We can go see them sorry ass Giants play. We play the Cowboys. I'm disappointed. This nigga goes from This nigga, we used to have the black. Talk about that, yeah. We had the black and white TV set up, right?
Yeah.
We used to play football. We used to play football, right? We used to watch Emmitt Smith game, Cowboy games religiously. We moved from the apartments. All of a sudden, this nigga is a Giants fan. I don't understand. There's a lot of foolery going on.
That don't mean I was a Cowboys fan. That we just had to watch it because that was the only thing. Look at the region we in. We in the South.
It don't matter.
Cowboys was the team in the 90s.
When we used to go to Payless, right? You used to make sure, if y'all didn't know, Deion Sanders and Emmitt Smith had a pair of shoes in Payless.
But we didn't get them.
They was a little bit out of our price range, but that's what we wanted.
We didn't get them. We got the shoes that said shoes on. Yeah, and Mama never bought us the black pair. She got us crispy whites. So that's the first thing you see when you get out the bus. First pair of all white Payless boys. Shout out to Mama for that too, because you put a mental block on me. I could not do that. Boy, I'm gonna bust my ass to get a pair of kicks I want.
That's Mama D, bro.
I mean, she did what she could, and I appreciate her for it, you know. But geez, Louise, pepper cheese. Them times, boy, I say, all you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh now.
Exactly. We didn't, exactly. We just seen stuff. But the Giants is sorry as hell. Just like so
yeah. Hey, no, for real though. How did that happen, man? Because everybody I know from Texas.
That's how they talk about some sorry Cowboys. But
yeah.
I'm telling you, I didn't grow up a Cowboys fan. That was just all that was on TV. So you had to watch it. We didn't have cable. So Channel 8 was the channel that came on. It had to be no sorry ass Cowboys. When I got out and got my own place, and I seen other teams play, oh yeah, I'm rolling with the Giants for sure.
Okay.
That nigga really started watching. Nah, that nigga be going on Sunday.
I mean, like in the 90s, who wasn't a Bulls fan? You didn't have to be from Chicago. You seen Mike play. You didn't see no Dallas Mavericks play. Sean Bradley was not scoring 30 points.
Hey, you remember that time the nigga scored 15? And we was hyped.
Sean Bradley shit.
Niggas was hyped for like 2-3 days.
That nigga was on Sports Illustrated, NBA Live. What was the other show? Inside Stuff with Amar Rashad. You can tell Sean Bradley shit.
Oh man, bro.
For real.
Hey,
what else you got for him?
Man. Bro, when it's all said and done,
right?
You know what I mean, and you know, you lived your life. What you want to be remembered for, man?
Cool, laid back guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Look mean, but I'm probably the nicest person in the world. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And give you whatever I got. You know what I'm saying? As long as I can get it in return. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's it, man. I always try to fly up under the radar, but I'm probably big as hell to other people. You know what I'm saying? So. That's it.
Most definitely.
Low-key laid-back dude. Laid-back dude. That's it.
For real.
Most definitely, for real. Because you really big to this dude right here, and he talks so highly of you, man. So like, you doing something right. You did something right, man.
Appreciate it.
And we appreciate your presence, bro. Because you, like you said, you are a big deal into like what we got going on, man. And, you know what I mean? Where we trying to go. So yeah, a lot of this is an ode to you, bro. Like for real. So
we just wanted to pass you your flowers. You know what I'm talking about? Like everybody be saying nowadays, got to give it to you while you're here.
Not for real.
So here go your bouquet of flowers. No homo with the pause on the end. We just wanted to say thank you. You know what I'm talking about? So
yeah,
this is all to you.
I appreciate y'all, man. Good looking out on that, man. I don't really get too many gifts, so it's something I remember for real.
Yeah, man. Is there any last words that you want to tell anybody? Any message you want to lay across the people, man? Anything you want to say? Anything?
Yeah. Stay blessed, wash your hands, and always give people social distance. That's it. Cowboys are sorry to motherfuckers. That's it, you know.